already have a son named Cutter, and they're going to add to the family. That's a cool deal. Legend cars rolling out. Leading them out is going to be Sean Dudley out of Mount Vernon, Missouri in the AR-15. On his outside, Stephen Harshbarger out of Rolla, Missouri. On the inside of road number 2, that'll be the number 2 of Rich Nichols. And on his outside, driver out of Rolla, Missouri, that's Steve Harshbarger carrying the United States Air Force colors for his daughter, who is serving our country in Maryland, stationed in Maryland. Chris Powell in car number 29, and leading or having the final position will be Mike Haleman, and not going to get a start. All right, we're going to try it again. Stephen Harshbarger Jr. along with the 15 of Sean Dudley. Mike Haleman behind the wheel of the 3M car. Mike Haleman been around the Springfield Raceway a time or 1,000. Very accomplished race car driver. Keep an eye on that 3 car. Here we go, nice and easy. Sean Dudley leads them in off turn number 4. And Mike Haleman from the last to the first in lap 1. Giving chase going to be Steve Harshbarger in the 20. Chris Powell in the 29 also on the charge. Sean Dudley sliding back just a bit as Steve Harshbarger on the charge in that 20 car. Chris Powell working on the bottom. We got a 3-car battle for the lead. Mike Haleman using that top lane, but it's Chris Powell down on the bottom going to take over that top spot. Harshbarger trying to regroup, cuts it down to the bottom of the racetrack in the tire tracks of the 29 car. Off turn number 4 down the backstretch. Powell out in front. Richard Powell leading this field. Mike Haleman regrouping now. He's going to the bottom of the racetrack in that 3 car. He's got a run on Steve Harshbarger's number 20. They'll go side by side into turns 3 and 4. And Mike Haleman up to the number 2 spot in 3M. Harshbarger not going to let him get away. Couple of car lengths separating that battle for 2nd and 3rd. Richard Powell out in front, looking strong in 29. Top 3 checking out from the rest of the field as they'll see the white flag this time by. One more time around for Richard Powell. Mike Haleman driving that Dale Earnhardt Wrangler jeans throwback scheme. Not going to be able to catch up to the leader. Off turn number 4, it's going to be Richard Powell, your winner. Mike Haleman and Steve Harshbarger, your top 3. So a nice run right there for Richard Powell. Mike Haleman all the way from his 6th starting position up to 2nd as the next group of cars roll out onto the racetrack. I am going to call out a junior fan of the week right after this race. So that'll be that will be a yellow Child's Ticket. Yellow Child's Ticket right after this race. We're going to call out the Junior Fan of the Week. Chance Gilbert out of Galena, Kansas in a 01. That's a throwback to the Duke boys, I believe. There was a question on Jeopardy just a couple of weeks ago about the make and model of the General Lee in the show Dukes of Hazzard, and all 3 contestants stood there with their mouth open. Nobody got it. They can tell you all the countries in the world, but they couldn't tell you what the General Lee was. All right, here we go off turn number 4. Looking for green. Green in the air. Chance Gilbert leads them in. James McDougal in car number 41 out in front off turn number 2. Here comes Wayne Johnston in car number 60. Oh, a little bit of sideways action for McDougal. That allows Johnston to catch right up as things got real tight coming off turn number 4, and Wayne Johnston dives it down to the bottom of the speedway. Wayne Johnston searching for that lead underneath Mike Gilbert's number 31. And it'll be a half a car length lead for Wayne Johnston. Off turn number 2, Johnston strong. Driver out of St. James, Missouri. He's got 3 car lengths over Gilbert. Top 3 locked together as they roll into turns 1 and 2. McDougal hooking up the middle of the speedway. Got a good run off turn number 2. Closing in on the top spot. Down to the line, Johnston still leads, but Gilbert and McDougal giving chase. And here comes McDougal. Good run off turn number 2. Looks down to the inside, almost making contact as they charge off turn number 4 into turns 1 and 2. This battle for the lead really heating up. Mike Gilbert not going anywhere in car number 31. He's right there to challenge. Off turn number 4, laps clicking by. McDougal may have the fastest car right now, but unable to get around that 60 machine. Time running out, white flag in the air. Off turn number 2 down the backstretch, they'll go one final time. Johnston out in front, McDougal in the number 2 spot. One final shot for McDougal coming off turn number 4. Not going to be able to close in. Cut it down just a little bit, but unable to get out in front of the Wayne Johnston machine. So that'll do it for the Wheeler Medal Legend cars.